Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's a sunny day, you guys. Does that mean spring's almost
Finally.
here?
Yes.
Yes, we're getting close. Okay, we missed last week because of a giant snowstorm and school got canceled, and now it's sunny. So, welcome to Utah. Where do I start with this one? Do you guys know who David Attenborough is?
I do not.
Does that sound familiar to anybody? Is that a familiar name?
No.
All right, we're gonna tell you the story of, he's actually Sir David Attenborough. He's from Britain, and he is approaching 100 years old, believe it or not. He's almost 90, I think he'll be 96, or he's 96, I think he'll be 97 this year. He's still alive, thankfully. I don't know how much more time we have with this great man, but he is the voice of most nature shows. He's got a very cool British accent, and he has spent the last 70 years almost making nature films. So if you've seen a nature film on Netflix or the BBC or whatever, it's probably David Attenborough. He's traveled the world, and when he started at the BBC back in the 1950s, they didn't even have TV yet, really, in the way that we do now. He really was one that brought color TV to that station, and he had this idea of going out into the world and filming animals. Before that, people just really filmed they just knew about animals in books. They'd seen pictures of a gorilla or giraffe. Very few of them had ever seen it in person, even at a zoo, because that wasn't as prevalent. So it was really a pioneering concept for him to be able to do that. And so he did that over the years, made lots of really cool nature films. One that I remember, this is the first show I ever binge watched. So Amanda and I had just gotten married. It was 2006, 2007, and a film called Our Planet came out on Netflix. And they were these hour-long episodes of just amazing cinematography and just things that you'd never really see in nature. He was able to film it. And we binge watched that like crazy. Like, we were up till 1 a.m. watching this stuff and trying to and we got through all those so fast. So they're really amazing shows. But more than that, he is an advocate for our planet. And it's interesting because he's old enough that he has seen changes in our planet. So whether that's warming or cooling or plastic in the ocean or any of that kind of stuff, he has seen firsthand those changes because he's in it. He's seeing it happen. And so he's got this speech that he gave recently where he says some amazing statistics, which are that 96% of all the massive mammals on the planet today are humans and domesticated animals. So mainly that's livestock, cows and other things that we eat. Okay, 96%. So the other 4% is what makes up gorillas and badgers and giraffes and other things like that. And that 70% of all the world's birds are primarily domesticated chickens. Okay, again, for us to eat. That only 30% are wild birds that are out in nature. And you can imagine, have you ever seen just a flock of birds flying? There's hundreds of them, even like seagulls or wherever you see hundreds and hundreds of birds all at once. Yeah. Just imagine that 70% of all those birds are chickens in coops and other domesticated birds. So my favorite line from that recent speech is that we used to depend on nature for our survival, right, as humans. And he said, now nature depends on us for its survival. And I thought that was pretty profound to think about that. And we all can do our parts, but I think it's just amazing that he's been able to bring that to popular culture, and some of the things that he's been able to bring to the world have been just amazing. So today's just a little tribute to Sir David Attenborough, and now you know who he is and what he's done for our world, and bringing that stuff to light. So anyway, there's your sunny Thursday thought. Happy Earth Day, probably like a month in advance, but that's okay. Okay, love you guys. Happy day.